After years of us waiting, it's time for some Star Wars! Okay, so before we start off this review, I want to show you guys, if you have not already, you can skip this part of the video. I'm going to show you the trailer for Star Wars Episode 7. Granted, it is a teaser trailer, so I'm going to talk about it right after you watch it.
There has been an awakening. Have you felt it? And the light.
What? Can't even describe it. Oh my god. You have no idea. Okay, the first part of the trailer, I watched it this morning when right when I woke up. I put my earpods in, and the voice in the beginning, when they're in the sand world, starts talking, and then it goes boom, and then the guy pops out, I'm assuming this is the first time you've seen it, probably made you jump out of your seat, okay? Also, there has been some debate on the internet about the lightsaber. I can show you a picture of it right now. The lightsaber in the trailer, or whatever. That guy, I'm assuming, is going to be like the Darth Maul that was in the Phantom Menace, and Darth Vader, who was in the original trilogy. I'm assuming it's gonna be that, the villain, whoever that was, I'm assuming is the villain. And the weird thing is with his lightsaber, it was like imagine this is the lightsaber, it was kind of like two little things sticking out. Okay? In the Phantom Menace, with, Darth Maul, he had the dual lightsaber. That was filthy. Not sure exactly how that two little lightsabers on the big lightsaber is gonna turn out. But see, I'm gonna come in with this with an open head because honestly, besides Revenge of the Sith, which was the third and final film of the prequel trilogy, I thought the first two, The Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones, sucked. Okay? They sucked, and I think most people agree with me that they absolutely sucked. Okay? Sucked. I can't overstate that enough. Sucked. Now, a lot of people, and I've read this all over the internet, including myself, I was kind of nervous, and we don't know exactly. The trailer's a good indicator about how a movie's exactly going to turn out. But the prequel trilogy, a lot of it was overused CGI that hadn't been totally developed. I feel like the Yoda, sort of, what the CGI was kind of bad. The CGI was not before. I'm trying to think of a word. The technology with the CGI had not been developed, I think, enough until Revenge of the Sith. So I think if they would have pushed that, the story about the first two in the prequel trilogy sucked. I thought it was terrible, and it was awful, and it sucked, and it was terrible, awful, it sucked. Okay, Revenge of the Sith, I thought it had a great story. Anakin, which is played by Hayden Christensen, did a fantastic job of playing Anakin, especially in the third film. I mean, to watch him turn from a Jedi into a Sith, that was pretty intense, okay? I'm not gonna lie, that was a dark movie. That was the darkest Star Wars movie there's been, okay? So I think a lot of people were nervous that J.J. Abrams was gonna kind of go that prequel trilogy route, but I don't think he's doing that. I think he's trying to go to how Star Wars started, going back to Star Wars roots, which was how Star Wars was with the original 3 movies, which was came out in the late 70s and 80s. So I think the new trilogy, at least Star Wars 7, because remember, the director of Star Wars 8 and 9 is actually going to be a different director than Star Wars 7, which is directed by J.J. Abrams. I don't know the 8 and 9 off the top of my head, but I know it is different. So I hope that if Star Wars 7 sets new bounds for Star Wars, I definitely hope that 8 and 9 sort of follow that, especially with a different director. Okay? And it's not George Lucas, and honestly, I don't know what George Lucas, I mean, he directed A New Hope, which was the original. He didn't direct the Star Wars Episode 5 and Episode 6. He didn't direct those. And he directed the prequel trilogy, and honestly, I don't think he did a great job. Honestly, I think Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, which is Star Wars Episode, like I was just saying, Star Wars Episode 5 and Episode 6, were better than all the ones that have come out before. George Lucas, I mean, that was his idea. I just don't think he executed it as well as some of the two Star Wars movies that have come out to date, not Star Wars 7, that have done well. Because Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back are usually rated the best Star Wars movies. I mean, A New Hope is sometimes in that, but I've just seen a lot of lists where people are just saying that A New Hope was not as good as the last 2 in the original trilogy, and I think, at least from the trailer, Star Wars 7 looks like just a brand new, updated original trilogy, which I'm excited, because honestly it's been like, I think 35 years, something like that, since Star Wars, their first Star Wars came out, and it's about time that we get new, good movies, okay? Honestly, I really hope that these next 3 movies turn out so well. I think if they turn out well, Disney's gonna make a lot of money. I mean, if Star Wars 7 is at least, I mean, it doesn't have to be amazing. If it's not even amazing, it's just, you know, it's good. It's not awful, but it's like it's good. I want to go see it. They're gonna have I think the highest grossing film of all time. You heard that here first. Okay. You heard that here. So after that movie comes out and you're watching this, Sulu, that may be you, which is me. So I'm looking at you through the camera right now. If this is after Star Wars Episode 7 comes out, I can just look into your eyes and be like, I know, I'm looking into the future right now. So interesting. I know. Sorry. That's not the point of this video. But I'm just saying, come here after you watch this movie next year. So you're probably going to see this video in 2015, 2016, 2017? Wow, future. You heard that here first, okay? Maybe Avatar, the next 2 Avatar movies are going to beat it, but yeah. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I know this has nothing to do with gaming, which my channel is about. I love Star Wars. Star Wars is a great saga. It's fantastic. So much, it's not even the movies, it's just the Star Wars world. I mean, the movies, Star Wars world is huge. 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 Okay? And I'm just so excited for them to release this movie because I want it to be good. Okay. I will see you guys in the next one, and thanks for watching.